What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Not much.
Nice.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Absolutely.
You did?
Well, I guess I was sick and I didn't see anyone, but it was still great.
Yeah, me too. Our whole family had the stomach bug. It was nice though. We canceled everything, but we actually felt great, so we just hung out as a family.
You know what?
Bad. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Man, you know what we're doing here?
What are we doing?
This is the Forms and Focus podcast, where we provide guided forms that manifest radical focus.
Very nice, bro.
So we are on a journey
Right?
to increase our ability and skill of focus.
Right. Increase focus, increase output.
That's right. Accomplish our dreams.
That's what we're here for.
Listen, I want to recreate a Mad Max situation on 100 acres. That's a dream I have.
We'll just hire a bunch of people, make all the Mad Max vehicles.
Well, like, think about it. I mean, random idea. But, like, imagine if you had, like, golf carts.
Go for carts.
Yeah. Golf carts, go-karts, ATVs, and a bunch of paintball and airsoft guns.
Sounds amazing.
And, like 10 people just out there going crazy.
You know what you probably need in this scenario?
Yeah.
Electrolytes.
Oh, man, way to bring it back. What's funny is the reason I didn't start with that is because I don't know much about electrolytes. But today, that's what we're talking about, right?
Yep. Talking about electrolytes.
So here's all I know about electrolytes.
What's that?
So we've been mountain biking for a couple years together. Yep. And for like the first 3 years, you know, we're in the South, so it'd be like 95 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And we would go ride for hours, and I would just feel so just depleted
Right.
at the end of it. And so my wife started getting this stuff called Liquid IV. I think that's the actual name of the brand.
Yeah.
And I took one when we went and mountain biked, and like radical difference.
Exactly.
Complete change.
Honestly,
in how I felt.
It's just a testament to how silly it is that we waited that long to think about and care about and realize, okay, you're sweating that much.
Yeah.
Okay, you're losing electrolytes. You kind of have to replenish them.
Yeah.
But we figured it out eventually.
Hey, listen. So what is electrolytes? Like, what is it?
So electrolytes are minerals. Okay.
Okay.
All right. They conduct electricity when dissolved in water. All right. So basically, when your nerves are firing signals, they need the electrolytes for those signals to actually go around.
Dude, it's like nerve gas.
Uh,
Like the natural kind.
maybe
It fuels the fire.
it's how they communicate. Yeah, how they send signals.
All right.
So that part where you're starting to feel horrible, it's your body's literally. It can't talk. You've lost
Gotcha.
a lot of electrolytes. It's trying to send signals, but that ability is diminished.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, so like, I know we talked about hydration in our last episode, drinking a lot of water, and a lot of minerals are in water, unless you drink like distilled water.
Right. Which I don't know if anyone does, but
Yeah, I don't think so.
yeah.
All I know of distilled water is like when our kids were babies, like used distilled water for something. I don't know. That's why we had distilled water laying around.
I mean, sometimes it might be on the jug. Like if you just go to the store,
Yeah.
if you're like camping or something, you just grab a
Yeah.
jug of water. Maybe you're not paying attention, and that's distilled water. That's literally water with nothing.
No minerals.
No minerals at all.
So I love drinking water. We talked about that last episode. Drink a lot of water. Well, water helps because it has electrolytes, has these minerals in it, and it really fuels our body.
Right.
Okay.
Until you're sweating heavily.
Yeah.
And
then
it's
you need
not
more.
really enough. So, I mean, for a normal day, I mean, you can just add a little bit of salt, to your water.
Okay.
But if
That's
you're gonna be
something I've
sweating-
never done. Ever.
I've been doing it in my tea, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Just a little bit. You don't even taste it. I'm talking like a couple of specks here of sea salt.
Interesting. That's pretty cool. So what happens if you don't have enough electrolytes?
Well, you've been there. You start to feel pretty rough. But no, what can it do? It can you can experience muscle cramps, spasms, twitching, muscle weakness. It can actually change your heartbeat. It can be irregular. You can get a headache, extreme thirst. Makes sense. Fatigue, lethargy. Makes sense too. I mean, I noticed a huge difference when we started pounding electrolytes after a 20-mile ride.
Yeah.
It's 95 degrees out, and I'm like, hey, I'm still a person. But normally, at the end of the ride, you're like, I'm dead. A dead man walking. Confusion, disorientation. Let's see if it gets really bad. Change in blood pressure.
So what you're saying is it's hard to focus
It's
if you have an electrolyte imbalance.
it's definitely hard to focus. This is how your brain sends signals.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
That's the highway. Is the electrolytes in the fluids.
So the next time I'm in a meeting, and there's like 10 people in there, and we're all working hard, and someone is confused and disoriented, I'm gonna be like,
hey,
you
bro.
need some electrolytes. That makes sense, though. That makes sense.
Yep, diagnose them right there. You know what, bro? You need electrolytes.
Need electrolytes. So what can we do? What are some habits? What can we eat? What can we drink to help us with our electrolyte balance?
So, no crazy secret formula here. Turns out nature has us covered.
Oh man, thanks.
Fruits.
Thanks, nature.
And vegetables.
Have a lot of electrolytes.
Yes.
All right.
Basically, normal people, if you're eating fruits and vegetables, you're pretty much fine. If there's days where it's 95 degrees out,
Yeah.
you're doing a 20-mile, 30-mile ride. That's for mountain biking. I know the road guys do 90 miles. But whatever you're doing, if you're sweating for 4, 5, 8 hours straight,
out, so you
gotta get them. You gotta take them. You're not just gonna eat some kale and be, that's enough. You're gonna want to take electrolytes. But normal people, regular day,
Good diet.
fruits and veggies.
Yeah. So I would assume there's a lot of people that their workout routine is workout before work. So if you have a great workout but you don't replenish those electrolytes and you walk into work, right? Then that's where you could experience some of these things.
You probably feel it.
Which is funny though, people who work out every day or 3 or 4 times a week, they've got a good routine. You see them with their water and their different little packs of electrolytes. So they seem to have it covered. So for the rest of us
Yeah.
who are not disciplined enough to have a very strict routine, get up at 4 a.m., work out every day, that doesn't mean we shouldn't really focus on making sure we have electrolytes if we want to focus.
It's just something to consider.
Yeah.
You can drink some water, throw some lemon in there, like I was mentioning with the salt. And I'm not saying turn it into ocean water.
So
I'm
a little bit
talking
of lemon, a little bit like a
sea salt. I'm talking like
grains.
a pinch.
Yeah, pinch.
Tiny pinch, not like a handful here. Not where you feel like if you've been in the ocean and you've swallowed salt water, or ocean water,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I'm not talking about that here. Just a tiny pinch, sea salt, the good salt, sea salt, not like the table salt.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. So if you want to accomplish your dreams, right? That's what we're doing here. You want to get something done. You want to focus. Really look at, for that day, look at, drinking enough water, but then potentially snacking on some foods that are really going to help.
Especially if you're sweating.
Yeah, especially if you're sweating.
If you live in the South, you're going to be sweating if you go get the mail. So,
That's true.
When it's 98 degrees out, it's inevitable. And you might not even notice how much you are sweating.
Nice.
So maybe just throw a little salt. Maybe try some electrolytes. You might notice a huge difference, honestly. I notice a difference. So.
Yeah, probably one other use case scenario that might be common for a lot of us is if you drank a lot the night before.
Definitely.
You need to replenish yourself, hydrate, and electrolytes for the next day if you want to get anything done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, all right, cool.
Awesome,
That's
bro.
it.
All right.
So if we want to be more focused, we need to make sure we have enough.
Water.
And
Electrolytes.
nice. Man, I feel so focused.
I'm so focused right now.
I'm focused talking about being focused.
Nothing gets me more focused. I've got a raging focus mind right now.
I like that we still haven't talked about how we're going to end this. So, it's just awkward. It's perfect. I love awkward.
Throw the music on.
Yeah, you better throw it on now.